Hey there, fellow simmers, and welcome back to Serpent's Tail, where we are creating our own custom neighborhood following the Build a City Challenge rules. Today, we are playing Heron Snapper, who is the oldest member of the community. Let us load his shack that is located right next to the beach lot. As you can see, the lot itself is a beach lot too, because our Heron here is going to be the main fisherman in town. Let me go ahead and tell him to... He's already catching some fish. That is great. And in the meantime, let's take a closer look at him. Heron is another adult sim in Serpent's Tail. But unlike the others, he already has only a few days left until he becomes an elder. I wanted to have some variations in terms of ages, and besides, this is necessary to tie him up to the story. He is a family sim with the lifetime want to have 6 grandchildren. Guess what? That is not going to happen. And yeah, you had better get used to this, because I tend to shatter my Sim's hopes and dreams. As for his personality, you can see that he has a bit less points than usual. After some events in his life, he adopted a more pessimistic view on the world. Gameplay-wise, I changed it using a Sim Manipulator. Sim Manipulator is a global mod that has tons of hacks that can practically change everything in the game, including personality points. You can see that he is into dark-haired culinars, but he doesn't like blondes that much. In his aspiration rewards, I went again for the Solar Mortar Decay and set his second aspiration for Fortune. Because our Heron here is going to be the first businessman in town. That is why I told him to catch all the fishes. And we are gonna need much more than this. As for the rest of the lot, you can see it's pretty much the same as we had with Johnny over there. Same fridge, same bathtub, same bed, but this time I finally put the sink outside, so we will not have any problem like we had with Johnny. As with Johnny, I did not add him any additional skill points. Hey, a bronze fishing talent badge. That was rather fast. I think that's partially because he had already been catching fish when we were playing as Johnny. So yeah. And the reason I decided to play him next is because I want to start the fisherman's stand as soon as possible, so that the rest of my sims can actually go to the business slot and buy their fish instead of catching them themselves. And that is what we're gonna do next, once he catches more fish. Alright, let us stop for a second here and actually go and cook some bass. So grill and bass with squash. And you know, as far as I know, regarding this grill that I have here, the sims may not be able to cook with it after the rain. At least that happens sometimes in my games. So let's see if we will actually be able to do that like in a day or two. And yeah, you can see that our Heron is, well, fat. You can see that he's all the way down at this bar here. And I use a mod that makes it a little bit more challenging to get fit, and the sims are much more prone to becoming fat. Oh yeah, that's his sloppiness showing. Okay, and another one. And now we should be able to clean this without any problem. Yes! Great! That is how it should have been from the very beginning. Alright. Where is the P anywhere? You know, I think I've forgotten to place the P anywhere mod, because it looks like this invisible spot here, and it's really easy to lose. So let me put it somewhere. I don't want to put it right next to the seller because, well, he'll pee all over the products then. Then take a bath, then catch some more fish. Now with the river blossom minnow. Then he'll get some sleep, and I think back in the morning we will start making our business. Rise and shine, my sweetheart. Where is it again? Even though I know where I put it. Ah, here it is. Alright, so other than that... Yeah, see? Right now I cannot grill anything. This must be because we had the rain this night. Even though we don't have that much fish, this should be enough to start our own business lot. So for this purpose only, I can place a telephone here on the lot to be able to purchase the community lot I've prepared. So it's real estate, purchase community lot. Yeah, as you can see, I've prepared quite a few tiny community lots that will help us with all the business we're going to run this round. So our Heron is going to have fisherman stand. Oh, and funny thing is, because of the lot size, it is so cheap that he will actually gain a little bit of money when he's purchasing it. Yeah, see? It was 306, now it's 340. Alright, and I'll go ahead and put his deed somewhere at the lot. I like to do that like this, because then, in the end of the round, I can go here, view, and see the price of it. Let's go to the lot and start our business. So, fisherman stand, go. Okay, here we are at his small fisherman's stand, where you may notice a telephone booth replacement that I use. Okay, and while we are here in the buy mode, let me put a couple of tables for him to put his fish. I think I will just use... Oh, I like this one a lot. And it has some newspapers on it. That is so classic Russia. I freaking love it. Okay, so now that I've placed that, I will put his blue catfish here and his basses here. So this one will be for the jumbo bass and this one for the regular one. Okay, and you know what? I'll even put the boot here. Although, you know what? No, this is not a fish, so we will not be selling it here. We'll have another lot for that, but that is for another episode. I think I will go for the very expensive price. Yeah, that is what I always like to do. And another thing that we will need to have is the open-close sign. You know what? I never knew you could actually lower it down. That is so cool. Like that. Perfect. You know what? This is actually the first time I'm doing it like this. Okay, so it's open. Oh, well, he has quite some social need. Uh-huh. And we need some hunger for him to satisfy. Well, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. And the way I like to run my business lots is with the mod called Macrotastics. What this mod does is it adds all sort of autonomy functions for, well, the business owners. With it, it's much more easier to run a shop like this. For instance, this practice on option also comes with Macrotastics, so I highly recommend you check it out. So you see, since I told him to be business, well, be cashier, I have this action in his queue that will never go away until I cancel it. So I can tell him to do all sorts of things and he will go back to being a cashier no matter what. No, I'm pretty optimistic about this lot he has here. I think by the end of this round we'll have, well, if not the third level, then second for sure. And he has a want to get a bronze badge in sales. Yeah, he'll get it soon enough, because sales is one of the easiest talents to advance in the game, unlike the cash register. In fact, I even have a mod installed that makes it a little bit easier to get the talent badge for the cash register. One of the few that actually simplify the game instead of complicating it. The first simoleon earned by Heron. Let me put it right next to the cash register. Okay, and he has another one here to have business slot level 1. Well, let us work on that. Oh, and did you see that once Johnny made his purchase, he went straight back home? That is another mod that I have in my downloads folder, and with it, the customers will always act like that. Because come on, when you've made your purchase, what else do you need to do in the community lot? Let's see, how many stars do we need for another level? Well, 4. You know what? I believe I have a mod that makes it so that you need more stars for the first levels. Huh, so yeah, I might have been mistaken when I said we'll have level 2 by the end of the round. In fact, we may not have enough people in town to have all these stars. Only if we gather all these stars and make all these customers satisfied will we get level 2, I believe. So yeah, that is quite a challenge for this round. But let's see how it goes. Actually, we may need to prepare our fish here on the lot, because back home we will not be able to do that. An interesting thing is that here on the lot, they do not actually need anything, well, but the grill itself. So, no fridge, no table even required. I think I have forgotten to set up visitor controller here. You know what? That is a very dangerous thing to do, not setting up the visitor controller. Though, the annoying thing is, no matter how well you set up the controller here, you will still receive that reporter from time to time. Once we do get her or him, we'll actually need to ban the reporter as a specific sim. According to my rules, the business lots may receive the positive or negative reviews only once we have a publishing house in the community. With publishing house, we will also unlock newspaper delivery, being able to buy newspapers, being able to buy magazines, so all sorts of good stuff, including getting a positive or negative business review. I think I will close the shop for today. You know what? I remember that for some reason I did not use this cell phone in my previous games. Let me just check. Maybe there's some problem with it because who was that? Yeah. So yes, unfortunately the problem was with this phone booth. It works in a weird way on community lots. Too bad. I think I might need to look for another one. And here he is. So let me just send him. Wait. Jesus, I can't find it. Okay, here it is. You know what? I think I will put some sort of a bush here to signify where the toilet is. Let's go pee at the bush. Then take a bath and go to sleep. We'll meet you back in the morning. And here's another mod that I didn't have a chance to show in the previous episode. With it, once a day you will get this kind of a pop-up that will prompt you to save your game. A real lifesaver sometimes. Okay, let me clean up the fish. And you see, I still cannot use the grill. I think it takes around 2 days for it to... Oh, now I can. This is weird. Alright, let's grill another bass. Oh man. Oh man. No! And you even had a fear of that. Well, the sim simply would not be complete without a fire. Oh. Okay, let's deal with it. I'm pretty sure he can extinguish it. Though if he died, that would be an interesting twist in the story. Okay, do your best, man. Do your best. Whew! Whew! We are saved, Herod! Good job. Now take the squash and eat it. Yeah, of course you want to buy a fire alarm now. But that is not going to happen until we have a fire station in the hood. So, no way, bro. No way. Hello there, Alfred. Dude, what's the deal with you? I think we're gonna play him next. He's gonna be another businessman here in the town. Though I will not spoil the kind of business he's going to run. Oh, that's quite a face. Alright, since you need some fun, I guess you'd better go and fish a little bit. And I hope you'll get at least 6 types of the fish that we can have in the game. That is bass, catfish and trout in 2 variations. The small one and the jumbo. And it would be even cooler to have the golden trout. Though it's rather unlikely with his current level. Oh man, he's only got 3 days left until he becomes an elder. So that's like, well, the next round. Though, have I been playing for 3 days already? So it was Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Yeah. Damn, the time goes fast with all these business owners. Alright, here. So wake up, pee, take bath. You see? I cannot do this once again. Guys, if you know the way this thing is supposed to work, please leave a comment down below. And I've totally forgotten to delete the telephone. We don't need it anymore. Okay, more walk to lot, community lot. Once again, fisherman's stand. Go. Alright, here we are. But the most annoying thing just happened. Can you see his motives? For some reason, the game resets them to their default values. And that only happens to the business owners. If you were just a regular customer going around your town, you would not get this problem. So guys, if you know what the deal may be here, please tell me down in the comments. Because I simply can't stand to be cheated like this. I mean, the way around this would be to simply maximize his motives before you leave home. But then again, when you come here, you feel like you've been cheated by the game. Because you've had like all the motives maxed out, and then you get this. Who the hell is that? Yeah, I totally should have been more careful with my visitor controller. The game has just spawned some townie or an NPC. We do not need her here. So ban specific sim ban Jaden. Hey, we've got our silver badge. And with it, my favorite sales interaction. Hard sell. And here comes our first business reward. Yay! Usually in the beginning I tend to choose this cash reward, so that later I have more money with my business owner and I can send more tax to the mayor. And once again, Vian is in her formal wear. I think I will delete this mod for the next episode because this kind of doesn't make sense, right? We'll have to leave it for later in the game when we have like all sorts of different... Oh! While I was talking to you, our Heron here received a gold reward. Great. Now let me log the... well, his other one to get level 2. Alright, great. So we are totally sold out, right? Yeah, we only have boots left in our inventory. So let me cash him out and we'll head back home. Oh my. Oh my. I have just realized that I made a stupid, dumb mistake. So, I was so glad we were sold out at the community lot that I did not take into account that we also need some fish to feed ourselves. Ugh. You know what? We might need to do the same thing we did last time. Kind of like returning the favor. When our heron comes home, he will find a present here. I do hope we don't get a penguin coming by. So, Heron's back home, and hey, a little present from Johnny. Let me put it into his inventory, and now we can grill some bass. Alright, and our plan for the last day of the round is, well, to go pee of course, and after that, fish all the way till the evening, so that we get enough fish to be able to restock all the sorts of fishes we have on our community lot. It's quite some scenery we have here, right? Well, if it wasn't for the, well, riverbank, which looks kind of awful. But for the rest, I dare say it's pretty damn good. I mean, just look at the sun. Hey, a bass. Alright, it's 6 p.m. in the evening, so let us go to the community lot one last time. Alright, so here at the lot I'll tell him to quickly restock everything so that our other guys can come back here and buy some fish instead of catching it themselves. Yeah, that would make sense. And then back home, one last thing that we'll have to do will be to pay the tax. Alright, here he is, so let us calculate the tax. So we have 7,000 in cash. Then our lot price is 11,000 and a half. Well, let us count it as 12,000. So 12,000 plus 7,000 is 19,000. And since our heron is a business owner, we'll need to add that to the tax, which will make the total of 25,000. And 10% of that is 2,500. So set amount 1,000 to 100, 500. Select B. Ban Richardson, and send check. Alright, that is all for today, guys. Thank you all for staying with me. Good luck, and see you in the next video.